Alright, here's the gist. It's cold. It's currently 46 degrees outside. Feels like 37, I think. I don't know. I checked it on the Weather Channel app like forever ago before I had to make like 6 videos because my grandma kept interrupting me and my dog was peeing in the background. So, I'm just going to let you know that it is cold. There's the gist. Please pardon any foul language. There probably won't be any, but you never know. My toes might get frostbitten. My fingers might get stuck to the pole. We're just going to have to find out along the way. Enjoy. But of course, before I start, I'm going to have to take off this lovely Letterman jacket because if you've ever tried, you can't toss in a Letterman jacket. It's my only sustenance of warmth, except of course for my lovely sweatpants that I have on. They're a little baggy in the crotch, but I really don't care because they're really warm. So yeah, let's get started. So this video today is going to be over singles and doubles on the flag. I myself know them 2 different ways. I have gone over them in another video that I made called Advanced Tosses. Go check that one out. Except in that video, they're called Baby Mamas and Big Mamas. So, let's go over them now. In the other ways that I know. And they're called singles and doubles this time, not Baby Mamas and Big Mamas. So the 2 different ways I know, one is this way, the other is this way. We're going to go over this way first. When you do it this way, you are going to have to do a cone under it. Let me say that's not slow and retarded like. When you do them this way, they're basically set up for you to do a cone or a rotation, whatever you want to call it, underneath them. It is very cold. Your hand is going to be right here on the left side and right here on the right side on the inside cheater on the pole and on the inside cheater in the silk. However, your left hand might occasionally get stuck. Just kidding. I'm kidding. There wouldn't be skin there. I wasn't kidding. So let's try that. Now, of course, before we do that, we're going to go over some checkpoints. Now, this right here is the checkpoint. This is count 2. When you go into the rotation, it is going to be 1, 2, and then, of course, the release, and it's going to go into the air, and you're going to hope that the wind gods and sky gods and sun gods and all of the other gods that we worship here in the our world have graced your presence. So let's try that in a single. Now, also when you catch it, it's going to be lower on your body. You're going to catch it the exact same way you tossed it hand placement wise. The only difference is instead of over under, it's going to be under over, and it's going to be lower on your body. So let's go over that in a single. 5 and 6 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was a single and a half. Let's try that one more time. 5 and 6 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That of course is a little bit high on my body. It does need to be a little bit lower here. But hopefully you get the gist. Now, for a double, it's going to be exactly the same. The only difference being, of course, is how many rotations there are inside of the air. Let's wait for the wind to die down in a second, and I will try that for y'all. It is not sleeting yet, but just wait. Ready? 5 and 6 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I caught that a little bit low. I wasn't supposed to, and it actually kind of bumped in the ground. But you're supposed to catch it here. You get the gist. It's called My Hand Hurts. Now we're going to do it the other way, which is right here. Now when you do them in a single or a double form, it depends on your instructor if they want to do the rotation or cone underneath. Now for a single, typically if you start them here, you aren't going to be doing the cone underneath. You're just going to be doing the toss and pray to all the gods that are above your head. Now let's try that. You're also going to be catching exactly how you tossed it, of course. The only difference being is going to be under and over instead of over and under. Ready? 5 and 6 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Very simple, very easy, very fun if you catch it correctly. And now we're going to go over the double. The only difference with the double is you typically are going to be doing the cone underneath it so that you can get that thing, this flag, into the air, and you will continue praying until the entire show is over. So let's try that. 5 and 6 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are going to catch it straight up and down for time's sake, because it also went over there and I didn't feel like chasing it because there's a hole right here. Yay dogs. But typically you are going to be catching it straight up and down. You might be catching it, typically you are going to be catching it like this. You might be catching it like this. It all depends on your choreographer and on your choreography and your instructor. It is really cold outside. My toes, I can't feel them. My palms hurt. If you've been following me on Tumblr, you know I only have one glove. It sucks. I love all of you, and I hope you appreciate this video. Please subscribe.